Welcome, everybody, back to What Day Is It podcast. This is Fluffy hosting this day. Half-assed, and my other guest, or my co-host, Jesus Christ, is...
You're not very good at the intro
dude.
thing.
I wasn't ready. We're going to keep going? All right.
Absolutely.
This is Shayne Rigdon, owner of Rigdon Ranch. How you doing today? Long day, huh?
Long day. I'm like Fluffy, do the intro, and he's like, well, I guess that just means casual conversation. And here he is with his mints again. So last week, you kicked the table or whatever, and I yelled at you.
Sid kicked the table.
Sid, okay, and then I know I called you out though. I figured it was you.
Yeah.
But then you said I have mints, and you shook your mints, and I was like, God damn it, Fluffy, you're always fucking loud with your mints and shit. And when I threw it into the editing software, one person was like, I went back and I couldn't even hear what you were talking about. I think it was Casey. She's like, I didn't even hear what you were talking about. It like edited out the mint sound. And now that we're recording this and I have her vocals super low, it's kind of weird. Like, I think I need to go back up a little bit.
That sounds better right there.
Yeah, I like it right there.
Give it to me.
I feel weird not saying it, so fuck it. Welcome to another episode of What Day Is It? He already introduced me, so across the table is my big, beautiful, bearded man, Fluffer.
What's up again, everybody?
Just pretend there's people clapping in the background. So it's been just kind of another week over here on the ranch. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy going on at the moment. We're open for the season. We've just been bussing and hustling. I've been doing tours left and right, trying to make people happy, trying to make people think that I'm not a piece of shit because I own animals.
No more 2-star reviews, right?
No more 2-star reviews.
Go.
We've on top of that, we've probably had another 6 or 7 5-stars.
Oh, there you go.
So like, fuck you. You're the only one that didn't like it. I haven't been going live on TikTok very often just because I've been busy with the zoo. And I went live this morning, and if you have bad connection, your lives do terrible.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that we live, the ranch is kind of in the middle of bumfuck nowhere and yada, yada, yada. But I was live this morning with the lemurs. And, you think it'd be a great fucking time. I maxed out at like 30 people.
What?
Yeah. I only do good when I'm with the camels, and even then I don't do great with them. But there are people that'll fucking, they'll be live streaming them coloring on a box, with 2,000 people
murdering.
watching. Right. Like, I don't know what it is. I know my internet out here isn't very good, which I really need to, get some fucking extended Wi-Fi through the ranch here. I just
little extenders.
They make, outdoor routers that go about 600 feet. And from the corner of the house here to the camel barn, it's only, I think, 300 feet or so. I measured it on Google Earth, and I don't know how accurate it is, but I'd imagine it's not super far off,
Yeah.
I know it probably doesn't take account for all the bumps and shit, but yeah, so that being said, 600 feet going into the zoo from here too, I think that'll be quite the broadcast, if I'd imagine. So yeah, I got to get some Wi-Fi out here. It'd be nice to have anyway. But I was just kind of flabbergasted that, we're playing with lemurs and nobody gave a shit, and I went up like 8 followers. Normally I'll hang out in the barn with the camels and get 100 people watching me or whatever and hanging out,
You're doing that all winter.
Right. And now I've just had less momentum because I'm busy doing tours. I don't want to go live every day. In the winter, I have all day to go live.
Mm-hmm.
Here I have to get up early, do chores, go live, and I have to get off. I have to start tours by 11, and Monday and Tuesdays are the days off here, but I'd rather go live on Wednesday because it's hump day. And I've been getting up earlier, kind of in, hopes to get everything and go do live, but I finished chores and I'm like, well, I should probably go take care of myself, eat breakfast, brush my teeth, whatever. And by the time I'm done with that, and sometimes I lay down for a little bit because I don't sleep very well. And by the time all that's done, it's time to do tours,
Mm-hmm.
and chores don't take me very long in the morning to kind of feed and water everybody, but like, the public is coming, so I got to make sure everything is, clean. And, I rake the pig pen real quick, rake the goat pen, yada, yada, yada. I try to, pristine it up. Mondays and Tuesdays, they're theoretically for den cleaning days. I replace all the animal straw and this and that. Honestly, most of the time I end up doing it on, Wednesday through Sunday because I'm working anyway. So I'm kind of in the mode. So like Monday and Tuesday, I try to treat them a little more like my day off, but it never happens, and it's not, I don't make any money off of TikTok, I just enjoy talking to the people on there so far, but it does feel like work. And that's why I haven't made any videos for TikTok. So like going live is easy. You just hop on live and you sit there and talk to people, but like making content, it's like another job, dude.
Why don't do you think if you're doing chores, you could make it work?
You would think, but like it's stressful to me. Like I'm in the middle of, I don't know, raking the camel pen and I'm like, oh, I better make a video. And it should be as simple as that. But I got to get it on the phone. I'm me, so I want to edit it. I want to put subtitles over it.
Yeah.
My front facing camera on this phone's cracked now because, it's fucking screen, which whatever, I can deal with it. Or I could use any of my other phones, but like, it's work. I have to film it and then go sit down on the couch and edit it. And like it sounds dumb because in like the turn of things, it's not the biggest deal and I am out there, but it feels like another fucking job. And it's one more thing I have to do outside of answering the phone, calling people back, fixing the website that I broke today. So in turn to that, editing the website, adding things. I was making a page today for the Camel Caravan. I think I said emailing people already, doing the tours, selling shit at the gift shop. I'm a one-man band, not, I don't want to say that like I'm ungrateful for my help, like I got you and my other buddies, but like, for the day-to-day around here, I'm a one-man
band. We're not here all the time.
So it's just, the last fucking thing I want to do is edit content. Yeah. And it makes me a little ashamed of myself because I'm always in my mind. I'm like, work harder. Sleep is for the weak. But dude, I'm tired, bro. I'm fucking tired. And I'm always fucking tired. I got no sleep. I never get no fucking
sleep. On your day off too.
Man. So I've been having wicked dreams, dude. I had a dream last week that a guy stole my house.
Ooh.
Like I went to my house and he was just like, this ain't your fucking house no more. And it wasn't this house. It was actually, this is the weirdest part of it. It was my best friend growing up's house. His name's Trey.
Did you live there?
No, I was there all the time.
Okay.
But I haven't talked to Trey in years. And I was thinking about him recently. I was wondering how he was doing. So I talked to his brother not too long ago. But it's weird. Like I could go into a house once and just remember the way it was modeled. And it was the same fucking house, man. And from years ago. And there's this dude in there anyway. And he was like, yeah, this ain't your fucking house no more. And I was like, but here, normally, in real life, if something happened like that, you'd probably get into a fight. This guy in my dream, I was getting ready to fight him, right? And he goes into a dresser drawer in like a Mary Poppins bag. He pulled out an MG42 machine gun, like the MG42 from COD World at War. And he was just holding it one-handed like Rambo. And he was like, I told you, this isn't your fucking house no more.
You're right. It's not my house.
Exactly. Anymore. So I walked away and somewhere in the dream, I went and found some of my other buddies like Ty and them. And I was like, hey, this dude stole my house. And they were like, we're going to get your house back for you. And I don't know anything that happened in the middle, but eventually I got back home and I had my house back. But he stole the PS5. I got everything back but the PS5.
Son of a bitch.
And, it sounds fucking stupid, but like it was stressful. I've been having weird, stressful dreams for like 3 weeks. As soon as the zoo opened back up, I like doubled in stress. And it's been non-fucking stop. I've been chased by birds in my dreams recently. I've seen people that I ain't seen in years in dreams recently. Like people that are like, dude, it's weird. Like, once you, I guess, get stressed, I don't know, like, I guess how much, overactive your brain becomes, and it's pulling shit out of its ass.
Mhm.
I have no fucking idea, but yeah, it's been a sleepless week for sure. I mean,
Well, you haven't had time to play your PS5, so maybe that's part of it.
maybe, man. And so last week, Caleb came over and he fixed the outlet that I had, because I haven't played any games because the outlet blew out behind my TV. So he fixed all that, and I wanted to play the new Doom because it's free on Game Pass.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, and dude, I got so bored. My buddy Ty's like, just keep playing, it gets better. And you got to get more skills or whatever, and then things kind of amp up. But it's very, very, very slow pace compared to the last two. And Doom's a fast fucking game.
Yeah.
It's very fast. And it's dumbed down. Like, it's very dumbed down. Like, Doom's kind of known for like the eliminations. You saw people in half and rip their heads off, and that's all gone.
Mhm.
That's all gone. Like, your eliminations in this game are just kicking people. Like, it's very watered down. So maybe I'll go back. I don't know. I actually downloaded it and then got bored and downloaded Police Simulator, which was fucking boring as shit, because I wanted to get into like a shootout, but the game starts you off giving parking tickets.
So is it better than Power Wash Simulator, though?
Fuck no. I was just telling my buddy we got to get back to that. We did all the Final Fantasy VII DLC. I want to do the SpongeBob DLC. There's more mainline shit in it,
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I love Power Washer Simulator. I played House Flipper too, I love them.
I watched you a couple times play that.
They're mindless, and
Yeah.
after a day of work, playing with animals all day, I want to go be mindless.
You want to relax. You don't want to go get your ass kicked by a 13-year-old on
Seriously,
COD.
man, I fucking hear that, man. And,
Mhm.
and you be more ruthless too, because when you go play your games, you hop on Battlefield, and dude, for whatever reason, it feels worse getting killed in Battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like a failure. Because Call of Duty's more of like an arcade shooter.
Yeah, you're going in. So is Battlefield, though, but less.
I don't know.
I mean,
Less. It is an arcade, but something about getting killed in Battlefield makes me feel worthless.
Oh, yeah.
And it's probably because I can't get a kill in Battlefield.
But there's so many more people.
That's true.
I just
big
go in the
lobbies.
bushes and finally, there's somebody. And then I get killed anyway.
I played the last COD for a little bit after it came out, Black Ops 4 or 5 or whatever
Yeah,
the
I
last
played
one was. Prop hunt was the best, man. You just hide as a tree and they have to find you. Like,
Mhm.
that was pretty fun. But I would like to play some more games. It's hard with tours. Because I'm the type of guy that, like, I can only, as ADD as I am, I can only like do one thing at a time. And if I have a project plan that I'm going to do right now, I can't jump around. I got to do the project.
Yeah.
And like,
you lock in.
if I'm expecting to do this, I'm not going to play a video game. But if I'm going to play a video game, it's all I'm going to fucking do. It's all I'm going to do. And it's hard for me because I feel like I should be outside working on something. And, I have trouble convincing myself these days to relax. And my mind's like, video games aren't important. However, doing what you love, that's the important part.
Yep.
And I love video games. They help me relax. I love the art of them. It's a little bit more than just a bullshit game. It is art, and it's sound design, and the stories are immaculate. The last game I beat was the Final Fantasy VII Part 2 remake, and God damn, like, I cried. I definitely cried. And the original Final Fantasy VII, 20 years old, and I knew it was coming, and I still cried.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good game.
Gotcha.
So they helped me wind down, man. And this morning when I was with the Lemurs doing that TikTok live, God damn, I ain't felt that relaxed in a minute. 'Cause, it was 9 or 10 a.m. and I was just sitting in their pen. They were hanging out, eating carrots, like fucking peacocks in the distance making noise, and it was so relaxing. So I mean, the live sucked, but
Which blows my mind, because I sent you that picture of a screenshot of the guy playing like a phone game or what. I don't even understand the game.
I don't remember what the game was, but yeah, and
It was a ball bouncing like into a funnel, but it doesn't make it into a funnel, and it was like over 1,000 people. It was like 2,000 people at one
fucking
point.
nuts, man. And
Why?
I don't know, man. It's fucking nuts. Well, here, people like mindless activity,
They
kind of
do.
like we were just talking about,
They do.
and there's people that like animals, there's people that like video games, there's people, I like both, and but I don't know, something about people playing video games, whether you're watching them or playing them yourself. I mean, it's very stimulating.
Yeah.
And I feel like people have very low attention spans now, so it might just do them well. You know, as far as, I mean, animals are cool, but all I'm doing is talking. The video game gives something for people to really focus on,
Yeah.
maybe. I guess that's kind of a little shitty theory. I don't know, but the gaming community is large. It's very large.
Huge.
It always has been. You know, YouTube's always been huge. PewDiePie was the largest YouTuber for fucking ever, you know. And, you know, moral of the story, being a social media influencer, as much as I would love to, and every single American would love to, it's fucking work, man. And people are like, oh, that must be nice, or oh, life's so easy. No, the fuck it's not, man. Because until you get a team, you're filming it, you're editing it, you're doing this, and you know what the fucking hardest part about it is making creative content. And I struggled with this even with the camels, you know, and I think it's harder with the camels because I would try to make content that would somehow be relatable, and it's not. It is not relatable to anybody. So I have to find out how to make it interesting enough that people would still want to watch it, just as animal lovers, you know. So the people that are out there, you know, with animals too, they're on TikTok and they got thousands and thousands of followers and they're making daily content and this and that. I mean, fucking props to them, man. Because
they're grinding.
I need to grind harder, and in the winter I was, but now that I'm busy, I'm struggling to do both. Because again, it's like a fucking job, man. And you know, I'm at 18,000 followers or whatever, and in the means of TikTok, that's not shit. But I feel like if I never would have stopped, I could have been double by now.
Yeah.
You know, which maybe would have meant a little something. Followers don't exactly matter on TikTok, but in abundance, they do a little, of course.
You need to just have the phone hang off your chest, so when you're doing chores, you can talk to people and do chores at the same time.
I've thought about it. I don't know if they would want to watch my FPV. But what the downfall of that is, I have no fucking Wi-Fi around here. Like where I live
when you
stream,
get the Wi-Fi,
right? Always where I live stream with, you know, the camels. That's where I stick, where I have the best signal.
Yeah,
and that's up here or kind of by the outdoor pen. And even if I get Wi-Fi out there and I'm doing chores or whatever, if I go into the elephant barn or anything like that, like signal gone. Yeah, absolutely. That's fucking. It's a brick fucking building, brick and metal, you know. So it's pain in the ass, but yeah, it's been one of those kinds of weeks, and I definitely feel like, you know, I have a lot of people that do like to watch me, and I have regulars when I do lives, and I do feel like I'm letting them down, not being live as often. Even this morning, you know, I went live and there were a few of them in there, not all my main ones, but there were a couple of them in there that every time I log on, they get the notification and they're like, I want to watch this guy. And I go ghost for a couple weeks, and they're like, we missed your lives, man. I'm glad you're back. And I want to do better for them too, you know, but it truly is like a job, especially creating the content. But, you know, I think that's why I flourished so well in winter is, one, I didn't have much going on, but two, going live on TikTok and talking to people, the good people anyway, it gives me the same satisfaction that I get from giving tours in person.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it really gave me the same kind of deal. And it's fun too, because, you know, when people are asking questions about the animals, you know, it's questions left and right. So I kind of got to be quick. It's like trivia.
Yeah,
but it's with things that I know.
Because you're snapping off at it. I didn't even see your TikTok today either.
Yeah, I expected you to pop in. Normally you do, but it was pretty quick. It was probably like today. 25 minutes or something. Yeah. Normally when you catch me, I'm already in there for an hour or something, you know. And you got a fucking day job like the rest of us. So, but yeah. Other than that, man, this week I drove to Illinois yesterday. I picked up this camel statue for $150. It's like 3 feet tall. It's fucking massive. And I get there, and this dude's like, "Is it gonna fit in your car?" I was like, dude, I should have brought a truck. So I contortioned it in the car pretty well. It would have fit in the trunk just fucking fine, but of course it's full of shit, you know. And I should have took the truck anyway, because my car doesn't have any fucking brakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really needed to do those.
Should probably get those done.
Maybe, I don't even care.
It's coming one of these days.
Dude, it is coming. I've had that car for 3 or 4 years now, and I've put 80,000 miles on it, and I've never changed the brakes. And
Holy shit!
I mean, they were grinding 30,000 miles ago, and
So they're
then it went away, and now they're grinding again. You know, so it's metal to metal. You know,
yeah.
I like this car a lot. I need to do better by it, but like I just did the brakes on the Ford last year, and I just did brakes on the Duramax a month ago or whatever. Now I got to do this fucking one, and God damn, I got too many vehicles, and you know what? The trailers count too.
Oh yeah,
because I gotta register them, put tires on them.
Yep.
Like it's
they
super,
just don't have a motor, but everything else.
It's super ass, man. Like I was at the Brewer game with Haley 2 Mondays ago or whatever, and she signed in on the phone. You have to scan the thing and you pay for your parking or whatever. And she was like, "Hey, what's your license plate?" I was like, "I don't fucking know." And her mom was like, "Why don't you?" Or one of them, I think it was her mom, was like, "You don't know your license plate or whatever?" And I was like, "I have 8 of them." Like, no, I don't know my license plate.
That's fair.
I have no fucking clue. I can give you maybe a letter off of it. I ended up going into my email and finding like an old DMV email that had it on there or whatever. But no, I don't know. That, you know what else blows my mind? People that know their debit card numbers by heart.
I used to before it got changed.
The only phone number I know is mine.
Oh yeah.
I know no other phone
But you grew up without learning phone numbers, really.
That's true. The only birthday I know is mine.
Yeah, me too. I get in a lot of trouble for that.
We're selfish. Yeah. Thank God for Facebook.
But I don't care about birthdays that much.
I mean, to me, it's another day.
Yeah.
But there's some people that
really,
like it, you know, and you should wish them a happy birthday. And
if I forget Maggie's birthday, oh God.
I forgot to wish Eric a happy birthday, and I felt bad because I saw him today, and I said it, but it's 2 days after mine. I know his birthday, you know, but like we're dudes, we don't give a shit, you know. But like I still feel bad, you know. Other than that, you know, we rode Flynn a couple times this week.
What, 4 different people on him now?
Sid, me, my cousin, Haley. So 4.
Yeah.
We said 4 people on him, and then
he didn't
try to lay down until I think that was Haley.
Yeah, he went down on his fronts with Haley. Yeah.
So I mean, but he rode me a couple times that day.
Yeah.
Took my cousin out, and then so I mean, he was probably theoretically 6 rides in that day before he laid down. You know, I'll give it to him. Fuck him. He got right back up.
He was throwing a temper too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He was already not happy.
But from the first day he rode Sid to the last one, yeah, that was super, you know, much better.
Oh yeah. I gotta grab that paddle or that pad too, so I can stop at Kendor.
June 21st. Crap.
Uh-oh. Camel Caravan Day.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the Camel Caravan Day, but man, I told you months ago I needed to on the 21st. And
did you?
I did. Because it's the day we're doing that little birthday party here. I did talk to you about this.
Oh.
Crap. I just got a text about it.
That's on Saturday?
Yeah, that's why the zoo's closed down on the 21st. This is why I don't do extracurricular things, because I can't keep my fucking head aligned. I can't do it. I literally can't do it. And I have no idea where things are going. Like, see, now I gotta go to the 21st on the booking software. I should be doing this not on the podcast, but I need to make sure I didn't. Okay, the zoo still is closed.
It's great content.
Yeah. Like yesterday I had Charnel and one of her friends come out. Totally forgot. I totally forgot till like midway through the day. And I mean, she messaged me in the morning too, and I forgot, you know, but I was doing shit. I was running errands all day. And then the day before, Sunday, you know, I had them people stop out, and I totally forgot they were like, I need to start telling everyone no. Like, you can book a fucking tour or you're not coming, you know. And this birthday party we're doing for a kid that had been here multiple times. And I told them we'd figure it out. We'd do a birthday party. So that's cool.
You did talk to me about that.
I did, you know.
Well, let me see. I can't guarantee until Friday.
Well,
we'll see.
It's fine. I just, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do because I want to launch the caravan that day. So
anybody need a job?
For real. So I mean, I can still. I don't know. Everybody, this is the problem of being a business owner. I mean, maybe I'll just launch the caravan on the 22nd. I don't. So Jason's talking about coming back to run the caravan that weekend.
Oh, really?
That would be very helpful.
Oh, that'd be
I would
perfect.
like to be there with him to do it, But he was like, I was talking to him about it, and he was like, "That sounds really cool. Let me try and turn some strings, Because he's like, I'd like to do that. What better way to spend World Camel Day than with the World Camel guys? And I was like, that's a valid point, And the first day to open up the caravan, that'd be super cool. I don't see why we couldn't do the birthday party and the caravan.
Mm-hmm.
I would need people manning the birthday party, and now I got to figure this part out. And I have times written down, whatever. That ain't really podcast material. Not that we're just not bantering today anyway, but everybody, this is the life of a business owner. It's always 40 million things. And normally when we're on the podcast, that's why I don't even look at my fucking phone. But I just got that text and I kind of read it from the side of my eye and I was like, fuck.
Shit.
Yeah. I don't write things down enough either. I have notes in my phone, but they get scattered, and I need a whiteboard that lives in the kitchen.
You need a Palm Pilot.
The fuck's a Palm Pilot?
It's before like smartphones.
I'm gonna look this up.
Palm Pilots have been around. Like that's what Bob threw out the window.
Oh, GPS.
But it was also like
I've seen these.
Yeah, it was a. Yes, it was a.
That's fucking neat.
It was a phone before phones.
That's fucking neat. Yeah, I need one of those. I'm sure there's a modern version, but the problem is, it is a phone. I can do that on
another
here.
phone. You'll be carrying around 3 things.
Right. So I really need to start utilizing one of my whiteboards. But what I need to do other than that is stop doing extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
I need to start telling people no. If you want to come out here, hey man, can I bring my sister? Hey man, book a tour.
Mm-hmm.
Book a fucking tour. Unless I talk to you every fucking day, book a goddamn tour. I was mad the other day. That dude came out.
Yeah.
They asked if he could bring his sister out. They pulled up 6 deep.
That was a lot of people. I thought you were expecting that.
No. And I ended up snapping on the one dude. And it just, I hate to say this because I feel like it makes me sound big or something like that, but I'm too nice. I'm too fucking nice. And to the people that know me, they're going to be like, you're a fucking asshole. Yeah, to you, because we're close. But like when people ask me, I have trouble putting my foot down.
Yeah.
And there's no reason that if I don't talk to you every day, there's no reason that you should be coming to the fucking zoo, without booking a fucking ticket. And it's taking my time, and people don't realize how valuable my time is. And that's not just my time. That's your time. That's his time. That's it. Blah, 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 blah. All of our fucking time is valuable.
Well, because we had stuff to do that day too, and
yeah, absolutely.
Then you're giving another tour. It's like
I know, dude, and then and I forgot about it. I fucking forgot, and we're trying to catch this camel, so I leave you to do it. Miraculously, you fucking did it. Because I would have been very flustered. Fluffy's the goat, but yeah, I forget things, and the time is fucking valuable. And time is fucking money, especially when you're self-employed, and I what I could be doing instead of giving free tours after hours or on my off days, I could open up the zoo for those fucking hours and make money.
Yeah.
And I hate to sound like an asshole, but every time I do something nice, I feel like I'm kind of shit on a little bit. Like, hey, can I bring my sister out? Yeah, pulls up with 1 million more fucking people.
That was
Hey, I want to bring this person out, and then this person's trying to tell me how to run my fucking business. What the fuck do you know about zoos? Shut the fuck up, man. Like it's countless. Fucking countless. And this birthday party thing, this is cool. Whatever, we'll get it done, and I'm just not gonna do it again.
Yeah.
But like, it's just one of them things I should have said fucking no to. I don't do birthday parties here. I don't. I make that very stern for people. But in my head at that point, I was like, look, man, I'm super fucking grateful. My business is fresh. These people have came here 1,000,001 times. The fucking, like, the second time they were here, they bought like fucking $200 worth of hats and shit. Like, I was like, you know what? These are good fucking people. Let's do a birthday party for them. And I still stand by that. That's facts. I'm a man of my word. We're going to go through with it. And they are good people.
It fell on the wrong day.
It did.
That's it. That's all it comes down to for that.
I mean,
instance.
I don't think there is a right day I could have put it on. I mean, this is an unlucky day for sure, a very unlucky day for sure. But I don't think there is a good day, because it's money lost, and I have to staff it, and I know I have Ashley here for that day, but it's a birthday party. I need multiple people. I can probably get Emmy out. I can probably get Casey out. I can probably get a couple volunteers, which is cool.
I'll try to make it now that it's like stretched that thin.
I want the caravan running.
Yeah.
That's right.
Me and Jason can do that though.
I want to be there.
Okay, well then you and Jason can do that.
But then I also need it.
Well, how long is going to be the birthday
though? 4 hours.
Yeah.
So
just plan it around the caravan.
Well, there's no reason that the caravan can't be running at the same time.
Well, how many rides are you planning?
Okay, so the birthday party's at 1:00.
Oh, do the caravan at 10.
Well, I want to book them all day.
Oh, I see. So you want to do multiple rides?
Yeah. So I think the way we're going to do the caravan is, probably 3 or 4. We'll offer 3 or 4. So my tours, they're 11, 1, and 3. I think the caravans will be 10, 12, and 2, kind of going in between the tours.
Okay.
So they're all kind of around each other. We won't really get in anybody's way.
Mm-hmm.
One will be exiting, one will be leaving or entering, kind of deal with that. One person goes with the guide, the other person goes with the caravan crew. That's kind of the way I'm thinking about it right now. It doesn't quite matter if they fell on the same time, but I feel like some part in my mind says it might work a little better if it's staggered that way.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But I haven't really made up my decision on it. But now here's the thing, the caravan, 45 minutes, an hour. Now we can walk that track really fast, but we're going to hang out. We're going to talk, blah, 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 blah. So we should try and make it last a little while. At the bare minimum, a half an hour trek, whatever. We have to run it with public to see how we can skew it. We've never done it before. So in that sense, we should be able to get 3 or 4 out of them a day on busy days. Now, it's not something that I expect to book, even on those 2 days advertised. I don't expect it to book a lot right away, just because it's such a new thing. But I want to. So the tours, they're completely private. We take up to 6 people, but if 2 people book, that's it. You're the only ones allowed, and it's completely private. I don't plan on doing that for the caravan. We're going to take 6 people, 2 people per camel again. But if 2 people book and 2 people book, we're doing strangers on the caravan, because I'm not saddling up 3 camels for 1 person.
Yeah.
So we're taking as many people that'll come for it, for sure. And I don't we can take just 1 camel down there to the ride, but then it's not a caravan. What's the fun of it? If I get 1 person that books, I'll probably just do it that way. But then I don't want people to complain that they're not on a caravan. But I think maybe we need to run the caravan with a minimum booking of 3 people or something.
No, I was just going to say that maybe you only want to have 2 openings for right now. And if you fill those 2 up, then
open another one.
Yeah. Because if you're going 4, well, 1 person books here, or 2 people book at 1:00, 2 people book over here, maybe just start off with 2 times.
Sure. With a minimum of 2 people for the caravan.
Minimum.
So that'll fill up 1 camel.
And if you fill up both those time slots, all right, we got another slot.
Another one. That's valid. Let's try that.
Have 1 in the morning, 1 in the or afternoon, whatever.
Right. Yeah. So I definitely think people are waking up to come at 10. I don't feel ready by the time my 11:00 tour starts to even. I'm groggy still. My tours don't get good till the 1:00. I'd still be pissed off because I'm awake at 11, man.
Hate the world.
But yeah, this will be cool, everybody. It's the very first camel caravan ever in Wisconsin. It's going to be really fucking cool. It's going to be fun. I was just putting together a web page for it. It doesn't look that great right now, but it'll get the point across. I'm just not that great at putting together web pages. And the problem is staffing. I'm the only sole staff, and then everybody else comes out and helps. And I don't trust everybody walking camels, first of all. And then when it boils down to it, it takes 2 people to run a caravan, and it takes 2 reliable people to run a caravan. 9 times out of 10, it's going to go smooth. But that 10th time, you both need to know what you're doing, and it needs to be people that are confident, and Fluffy's the goat with camels, man. But I don't want you to feel like I don't trust you, but I can't send you out there with a little girl or a little boy.
No,
I
no.
can't send you out there with somebody new. I don't feel comfortable with that. Because even if you got it handled at the front end, you're not in the ass of the camel caravan.
What can I do in the back?
Nothing.
Yeah.
And it's a safety.
That goes for anybody, though.
That's valid. Yeah, that goes for just about anybody. And Jason's not. I really, really, really would like it to go between you, me, and Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
But Tyler, he likes to have fun in the summer, and he's got a day job, and so do you. You like to have fun in the summer, and you got a day job. Maybe if we could just open it once or twice a month,
just for now.
And I mean, it could always. We kind of talked about this before too. Like my last tour is, at 3:00. Even if we did an evening caravan at 5:00. Or something. I don't know. I really don't want to do it first thing in the morning, then jump into tours. I'd kill myself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. Well, it'll get there. It'll fucking get there. But the further we get with the ranch, the more I'm cutting myself thin. Because it's like,
well, and doing the caravan, and then you got the birthday party. Well, have you've done a birthday party out here like that?
Just my cousin, or not my cousins, my nephews.
Okay.
My nephew.
So you have an idea how it needs to go.
Yeah, for sure. So we're just we'll give the kids some bucket of feed, and we'll let them feed it's gonna be the same as it was Joe Don, but more monitored.
Yeah.
Because everything up here, everything is so close. We'll give the kids some grain for the goats and the llamas, and some buckets of food for the lemurs and camels and stuff, and then we'll kind of do like a monitored thing for the capybaras and whatever. And I have no idea how many even kids are showing up at this point. It's just
that's something you're gonna have to figure out.
I know. I put it on the back burner, and I kept forgetting about it, and that's my fault. But I need to not do these things anymore, and
not yet. Yeah,
I need to not do them for free.
Yeah,
not yet, you say, but I don't want to do it ever, because the reason I do my fucking tours is for the comfort of me, the comfort of my animals, and so that I can monitor people. That's why I only take groups up to 6 people.
Yeah.
It keeps the animals comfortable. Let's be fucking honest, man. Whether we like zoos or not, animals don't like 100 people surrounding them. They don't fucking like
I don't either.
Me neither. So that's the reason I do my tours like that. And if anybody's telling me I'm making more money this way, people pay good, decent money to get in here. However, open zoos, they're making money hand over fucking fist.
Yeah.
Because I'm making $75 per one person for an hour. Flip that around though. How many people do you think a zoo gets in an hour? They're making the real bucks for sure. I do this shit down to the comfort of my animals. And at that, making sure every tour is private. Yeah, I don't care about the money. Because if I cared about the money a little more, I would take up to 6 people, but not make it private, so strangers can come together. But I'm also trying to deliver an experience for people where they don't feel kind of awkward because they're with strangers, We got a lot of socially awkward motherfuckers in here too, so I'd imagine they appreciate it. Maybe they don't care. Maybe I should do a survey. A lot of people don't fucking read, and they get here and they're like, where's everybody else? I'm like, wow, I'm just glad I gave you that service and you have no idea.
Yeah.
That's just...
Because it's such a different concept. Nobody's really used to it. But I think it's a great thing because a lot of people will come here that are socially awkward that don't want to go to a zoo.
Those guys, they make me feel weird, man. I had one last week. They were a couple, probably no older than me, maybe even a little younger. And they kind of dressed like the generation under me. And, dude, I just couldn't tell if they wanted me to talk or if they wanted me to shut the fuck up, You
get a couple of those every year, though.
Yeah, I do, for sure. And I'm 2 in this year already. It's been a little extra. And, that's cool, man. If you want to come in, and just feed the animals, that's cool. I don't know what to do with my mouth. You know, because
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Ricky, just put your hands down. And I just, it's weird because like I'm here to educate you. I'm here to talk to you. If you want to just go feed stuff, I mean, that's cool, but like.
Well, and you're a machine while you're out there.
Right.
You got the same facts you're spitting.
Right. My tours are, I mean, every tour is different, but it's the same concept every time, you know? So it's, I don't know. I'm ranting a lot today, but these are my inner thoughts.
This is therapy.
Kinda, yeah. I'm getting them out.
You should be paying me for this, man.
Fuck you. Your tour's private.
Damn.
It's just been a week. So, yeah, the birthday party, yada, yada, yada. It'll go fine. I'm not worried about it. I want to be at the caravan, but now I might not be able to be at the caravan, which I need to launch that now. Like the minute Fair Harbor fixes my website, I need to put that on Facebook. Be like, hey, World Camel Day, we're doing the Camel Caravan, blah, 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 blah.
Well, here's the thing. You find out what time, the 4 hours you got, right?
Mm-hmm.
You book one in between, or you book them one in the beginning, one at the end.
So we do a caravan so that the party starts at 1.
Okay. You book one at 11.
1 at 11 and 1 at 4.
Yep. Boom.
Okay. Now, here's the question at play. Just for shits and giggles, we're already here. Do we want to give the kids a caravan? You know, like...
How many are there, though? That's going to be the problem.
I don't know.
And how old are they?
Not 16.
Yeah.
You know.
That's where it gets kind of iffy.
Right.
So, bring the camels out for them.
Yeah,
sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, make them, maybe even brush them out.
But, like, I mean, if we're not doing make them brush them out. They're not even as tall as their legs.
Get a ladder.
So, I mean, if we're doing it that way, I mean, what's wrong with a fucking an 11, a 2, and a 4 or something like?
Well, you start off with 2, and if you can book the 2.
Right. Well, I think I'm going to do it at 10.
Just give yourself enough time in the beginning. That's all. Because you want to do it, then you got to get up here for the birthday party. It's going to be a full day for you.
Yeah.
You're going to have helpers, though.
For sure.
But if you want to be there for both, because I think you should be in the zoo because you know, like, you're locked in on the zoo.
Yeah. And I know you guys can handle the caravan. I'm not worried about that. I want to be there.
Oh, I know. Like, it's your baby.
Day, you know?
It's your baby.
And here's the hard part. I have to be at the zoo now. It's his birthday party. You're only a possibility.
Yep.
And Jason's only a possibility. And Tyler's a possibility. So I don't even know if I can make this happen yet. But I'm about to just make it fucking happen. Honestly, like, if Ashley and, like, Casey can man the fucking party or something, I'll call Emmy and we'll do the fucking caravan.
Yeah.
You know, Emmy ain't no fucking ditz, you know? Like, we can... I'm... Fuck. Now when this
and here's the stress.
I have Ashley, so I already talked to her about working that whole weekend.
Okay.
Dude, I've been wondering for like a week why I already had June 21st off the calendar for the zoo.
Okay.
Now I know. Now I fucking know.
And you mentioned it to me months ago. Yep. And it was months.
See, we both forgot.
Yeah.
God damn.
I was like, man, because I was, doing the volunteering. I'm like, man, I think I got something that weekend, but Maggie couldn't think of anything. I couldn't.
Like, I need someone. I need a fucking office manager.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I need more than fucking anything. I need somebody to come in once or twice a week, manage my thoughts.
Yep.
And just say, hey, this is happening this week. This is happening. Go into the email. Write this down. The only thing that I can collectively keep fucking, in order in my head are the tours. Because Fair Harbor tells me every day how many tours I have. Other than that, I don't know my dick from my butt at this point. Like, just straight the fuck up. Like, I'm so lost.
Is there an AI thing yet for you? Like, can be like, take or schedule this on my calendar. It gotta be.
I mean, something like that's probably been around for years. Hey Alexa, or blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
And what's Android? Android has the new Gemini. Hey Cortana with the Windows Phone, Siri, all that shit. But like, and they'll come back that day you tell them to, and they'll be like, hey, you got some shit to do this day, and like that's. I need reminders every day until then, or I need it on a giant fucking board. So yeah, the 21st, man. So the minute we get out of here, I'm gonna talk to Casey. I'm gonna talk to Emmy. Ashley will be here. Ashley's gonna do the tours on the 22nd, so I can do the caravan. Whoever the fuck else I can get out here too, I guess, yeah, I don't know. It's been this hell of a week, and this has been happening all week, and it's only Tuesday, but so I'm really talking about last week when I'm saying this week,
Well, I get it.
Yeah, man, it's goddamn.
I gotta check my emails real quick. I'm sorry to do this.
Are you flustered too?
Now I am, because I'm like, fuck, that's right. We did have something going on.
Well,
okay. I gotta send another email.
About what?
To see if they need me that day.
Well, shouldn't your dad know or something?
No, he's not part of it.
Well, you just paid him for the range. What's this for?
This is for the range. It's his picnic day.
Oh, okay.
And I said I can work that weekend, but now I'm gonna be like, hey, I can't work Saturday.
I mean, don't fuck yourself for it.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not. I just got to do more later. I
would like you here just off the fact that if people book the Camel Caravan, we're making history.
Yeah.
And I do think this is going to be one of them things that once it starts getting out there, people are going to want it a little more. I've had people ask about it because I've had coming soon on the website for 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's not pretty out there yet, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be informative.
It's a long-ass camel ride.
Absolutely. And not only is it it's not the camel ride that I give at Jerry Smith's that lasts 10 seconds for $10. This is the camel ride that I put on the webpage. It was like, come learn about, the world's fucking most adaptable animal while on its back, like that's exactly what it is. And it's not led by some Joe Smo. It's led by somebody that knows camels, it's going to be a fucking cool time. And I am so goddamn excited to launch it, man.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody going to get fucking rich off of it, but I feel...
It's all bragging rights at this point.
Man, I feel accomplished doing it, and that fucking deck is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Jason don't like the railings, but what the fuck?
He was pointing it out to me.
I don't even care.
Yeah. We'll see how it works.
After we built it, Devin and I talked about it, and we can always get 4x4 post holders and push them back.
That's what I was talking about, yeah.
But, what have we been doing for the last 20 years of our lives with the aluminum ramp or the steel ramp? Watch your feet. It's no different.
No.
It's not fucking different at all. If anything, like, I don't know.
Definitely got to add a funnel in the beginning, though. The entrance. I think that's a good idea.
I think we're going to.
No.
I put some more dirt down there today, kind of like the hill up and hill down.
Right before the rain.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was trying to do. I did that on purpose. Yep. So I think we're going to end up doing so.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll get to it anytime soon. But I need to prioritize finishing what's left of the deck right now before June 21st. So I got to get the rest of the handrails on, and I have to spend fucking 4 hours out there putting all the decking screws in, because all them planks are just held on by a couple screws. So I need to really go in and put them all down. I got to tighten the 4x4s to the concrete yet, and then finish the handrails for the stairs. So it's not like a lot. I just need to sit out there for a day and just do a whole lot of screwing. And
I can bring my drills out.
Fuck yeah, man. We can...
I'll screw the deck boards in.
We can both screw at the same time.
Yeah, I can't fuck that up, I don't think. Just don't miss.
Yeah, for real. Well, that's... When I did them all, I kind of put all the screws in line so you can just kind of go up.
I was watching. I was looking at it. I'm like, yeah.
So there's a couple in all the areas. You just got to follow up and down.
Yeah.
So they're there. And
it's easy enough.
Whatever. If you miss, just leave it in there. It won't look like you missed. But I'm super stoked to get this Camel Caravan open, man. I think it's going to be really revolutionary for sure. I mean, as far as I know, there's only 2 caravans going in the country right now, and those are both Lexus. There was Safari Lake Geneva, or not Lake Geneva, of Safari Las Vegas, Camel Safari Las Vegas, where Jason took me to train camels, and then Terry Lindley also worked their camels. But their staffing is so fucked up as far as I'm concerned, they're not even doing anything anymore. So this will be, as far as I know, the only third functioning caravan in the States, right, currently. And honestly, what's really fucking cool about that and very sentimental to me is the 2 running Lexus Bob built, and it's coming home. It's coming home, and with Doofus in it too. Doofus led Lexus Caravan. So It's going to be really fucking cool. If you guys want to ride some camels, book now. Rigdon Ranch. Well, not now. I got to get the webpage up.
Wait till he fixes
But
it.
yeah, I fucked up the website today building this page. I got rid of the book button, and it's not like just a Squarespace book button. It's one that Fair Harbor integrates for you. And I somehow deleted it, which you can still book on the website, but like the big blunt button is gone, and people don't like to read. So actually, I did just get a booking. So somebody must have read. Props to you.
All right.
So it's
they get a gold star when they come here.
Facts. But yeah, it's going to be very beautiful. That website, that web page for the Camel Caravan is up now. There's just no booking for that yet. I got to finish that. But you can still book your normal tour. I'm going to try and get the caravan booking up tomorrow. But yeah, on hump day, I guess. Yeah, it all falls on hump day. What else did we do this week? I just worked Flynn, I guess.
Yeah, took the halter off of him.
That
was a bad idea.
That was a bad idea.
We got it back on him, but
I did talk to Jason about that a little bit, and he is against the rope halter. He says if he does get caught on something, the rope halter will not break.
Oh yeah.
I said that's valid. So maybe we just start practicing with a bigger halter over his halter.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Or we can practice with a rope halter over his normal halter because they are loose.
Yep.
So it should slide over more. But yeah, we'll figure that out because he's cool taking the halter off, of course, but getting it back on him. I think the problem is he's so head shy from us pulling all them fucking ticks out. Because Aaron swore that he would always put the halter on. Yeah. And then he met us and it all went downhill.
Well, because when she was putting a halter on, because I'm sure he was in that pen for years probably without a halter.
Yeah.
And then the second he started putting it back on is when all the bad stuff started happening in his mind where, well, now I'm getting shots and now I'm getting this, I'm getting wormed.
Now they're pulling me into a trailer.
Now they're pulling ticks off my ear.
I mean, the last month for Flynn has definitely been stressful.
Oh, yeah.
It's been very different outside of his 8 years of life. And honestly, it's probably been very scary. But he seems like he's doing okay. He's got some friends here and friends.
Zeus. When him and Newton come around, they're coming.
Well, Ashley put all of her tortoises and turtles out yesterday. I forgot to screw the back board on the enclosure.
So
she just put them out, and I even went and looked at it because I whacked some weeds in it. I forgot I never finished it. So I'm definitely partially to blame. However, when you put your animals out, you should definitely make sure the pen's secure. Every season I go out and shake the netting on the roof and bars and look over everything before I put the critters out. But anyway, the bigger tortoise in there knocked it over, and the elongated tortoise got out. So the big one, but he just stood there. And the elongated tortoise got out. We had a search and rescue party over here last night, man. Everybody was over here and didn't find it. So I'm out here this afternoon playing with the capybaras, and all of a sudden they walk away and they're sniffing something in the corner. The fucking tortoise was making friends with the capybara.
That's funny.
It's fucking ridiculous.
So you found him.
Yeah, Darnell found his way home. Or Deborah, whichever the fuck one it is. I don't remember.
Debbie.
Other than that, man, just tours this week. Or this last week. It was great. I had somebody email me a few weeks ago about me coming on their podcast. So that'll be different.
Yeah.
It's on the 9th. It's next Monday. I told them I can't do Tuesday because I got to do my podcast. It's a new starting podcast. There's no followers or nothing. But I was like, yeah, fuck it. Any opportunity I get to talk.
Us or them?
They don't have any out.
Oh, so you're gonna be the first person. Ooh.
I don't know if they've pre-recorded any or not. I didn't really talk to them too in depth. They sent me a list of things they want to talk about, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Any opportunity I get to talk and express the love for animals and talk about the industry, let's fucking do it. And they said they plan on advertising all the episodes, and I don't know how thought out it really is. I don't know what the production's like. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. But I'm honored that somebody would ask me.
That's two now that you've done.
I've never done another one.
Yeah, you were on. Well, technically, that lady came out here.
Who?
That lady that They're for the kids.
Oh, yeah.
You were technically
for
on that one.
for Radiolab. Yeah, for
okay.
Radiolab on NPR.
Yeah.
I really wish we had the podcast out then, so they could have linked it. Because, dude, people listen to that shit.
Yeah.
It's got tons of ratings. That episode has tons of views.
But we're also not a children-friendly podcast, so.
No, I mean, that's true. But that episode was strange, and they re-radio mixed my camel in the snow.
Yeah.
And I did not like it.
Yeah.
Should have copyrighted that shit. That was interesting, though. So, yeah, I guess this will be my second one. You're right. But I don't know. I'm honored. And I said, where'd you find me? And they were like, honestly, just Google. So I was like, I don't know where the fuck they're from. I didn't ask a lot of questions. Whatever. I'm just happy that somebody would ask. It's kind of cool. So I guess we'll see. Which also that inspired me. I just need to start emailing more people. You know, who wants to come talk? And it's the same thing I say every week too. We got, there's guests I can reach out to at any moment. It's just my week goes by and I don't fucking talk to anybody.
Yeah.
It's just, dude, 7 days in a week are not enough.
No.
Like we should have had 14-day weeks, which sounds ridiculous, but
with 10 days off.
Man, for real. The problems of being a business owner.
A young business owner.
Young and handsome.
With ADD.
A young, handsome ADD business owner, man. Ain't that the truth? And, I keep relaying this down to business owner, and it is fucking stressful. It is 1,000 times more stressful than any other 9-to-5 I've ever had, because you are the one, you're doing everything. You got to make sure you make enough money to pay this bill and all that stuff. However, even though I'm saying it is way fucking harder, I will not, forget how hard it is to work a 9-to-5 and manage a normal life.
But when I leave my work,
it's there. You leave
done.
At work. Yep. Yeah. But I do still understand the struggle of a 9-to-5 and managing your life for sure.
Because you're on somebody else's schedule.
Which is also a pain in the ass. And you're on somebody else's rules, and the biggest part of the 9-to-5 outside of, managing around it, is I guess the same thing I just said, the other person's rules. You have to form your life around it. It's a pain in the ass. Here, I mean, what am I going to do? Get in trouble?
Your boss is going to kick your ass.
My boss is kind of a dick, for sure.
You ever seen Liar Liar where he kicks his own ass?
God, not in years. I don't remember it, man.
What are you doing, man? I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind? But people that have seen the movie will get that.
Yeah, I'm sure. So yeah, it's just been a stressful week. I appreciate you guys coming to listen to me rant. That's really what this turned into. Holy shit.
Yeah, well,
I just fucking went in for an hour. Yeah, we'll tap back in next week, and then 2 weeks from now, we'll tap back in and talk about the birthday party, and you guys can see if I tore my fucking hair out yet. And
you're starting to turn gray a little bit.
Don't say that. Tell me you're lying. Tell me I'm beautiful.
Tell me I'm pretty.
All right, y'all. It's been a wonderful time talking, per usual. Those of you that are chiming in, much appreciate you guys. This episode specifically has been a lot less towards, the animal facts. We always try to get into that shit a little bit. But man, I went off on a goddamn tangent. I'm tired. Next week, we'll come back with something interesting for you guys. Maybe it can be like last week where we talked about the kangaroo whooping someone's ass. I don't know. We'll see what happens this week in the world. And without further ado,
happy hump day, everybody.